Hello everyone and welcome to the official SWGT YouTube channel. My name is Sarusa. Today we're taking a look at SWGT Update 6.1.0 through 6.11.0, and so let's dive in. It has been a busy month already, and I am still working hard on a lot of new changes. Over the past couple days, I've been streamlining the homepage and making room for this new homepage tile, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes. But first, if we hop over to our monster list, the first change here in the update, it was these two filters over here. This was a series of buttons before, but I have gone through and made a change, so that way you can go through and say, I want to look at all my monsters that are missing skill ups, or just monsters that are missing skill ups excluding skill 1. So that's a nice change that somebody had recommended on Discord. There was an issue with the siege battle maps, and so things weren't lining up properly during your siege battles. And so I have gone through and made those fixes. All the towers and battles now, of course, line up. The homepage itself, I have gotten rid of a lot of tiles that were not really used, and that is because I've been trying to make room for this new homepage tile here, which is the meat of the update for here today. I know a lot of you are excited to hear about it, so let's talk it through. So before, this list of battles was on the leaderboards of Siege, and it was kind of buried, but I have been really trying to focus on bringing pertinent, highlight, and useful information to your homepage. So very similar to ESPN, there is a new homepage tile that once you refresh the screen, if you don't put your mouse cursor over the carousel, it'll automatically slide every, I think it's 7 to 8 seconds. You can, of course, click on the arrows for the actual navigation as well if you want to slide through faster. You can, of course, change the default here for this homepage tile. I will say that if you change it to, for instance, Europe, for example, it will automatically stay Europe from here on out. So, for example, this is the Europe one. If I press on refresh, you'll see that it'll automatically default over to Europe. So for me, I'm on global, and so I want to see global. Unfortunately, because of some JSON data restrictions, China and Asia and Japan and Korea are all combined. There is nothing that I can do. Com2us actually doesn't include the server as a part of each of the individual JSON packages, and so there's no way of really differentiating the individual guilds without manually mapping all of them, which would be an absolute ton of work, and I could just not keep up as guilds are created and deleted and so on and so forth. So unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm sorry, Asia, China, and Japan and Korea, but that is the data that we have today. But it is a nice live feature here, so now as a part of your homepage, you can see all of the live battles. I will say that I do have a new map function too, so if you wanted to see, for example, how the match ended for, let's find a match that actually had some competition and didn't get absolutely creamed. We're going to have to go through a little deep here, aren't we? Some of these initial siege battles are pretty bad. All right, so let's take a look at this one here. And so you can see the map. This is the map as the map ended. And you can see that in general, it looks like it was a pretty sleepy battle and nobody really attacked one another very much. But it is a very nice feature now that you can go through and see all of these various different siege battles and siege battle features. It is going to be from season 18 and above. I do have the actual timers built in too, so that way if the map ended with some timers, you can see all of those map timers as well. And if we actually go into the leaderboard itself, and let's say we go into Mithril, I did go through and integrate the map into all of the battle lists too. So if I wanted to go back and see, for instance, this actual battle here, you can see that Skyfall absolutely didn't have a single tower, and Ocitocina has of course taken over the entire map. It is going to be a nice feature though, I think, to be able to go through and see all of the different battles. Again, I have started it from Siege Season 18 and beyond, and so hopefully everybody will really enjoy this new feature. I'm very excited to hear all the feedback and different ways that we can think and dream and talk about this new overall functionality. And that's it for today. I just wanted to say thank you to all the Patreon members who subscribe to SWGT and to all the people that constantly give feedback about the platform. It's only through your support and efforts that SWGT is what it is today. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. We all make SWGT better together. And with that, don't forget to smash those like buttons, and I'll see all of you on the battlefield.